Hello and welcome to the next video in my top prospect series where we cover bot laners. Keep in mind these stats are from March 8th and this is a week later or more. So, keep that in mind. I have not watched any of these players play except for Shogun. I've seen Shogun and I've seen Kepler and maybe a bit of Noah. But otherwise, haven't seen these players play. All these players are 21 or younger. And let's get into it. So in the LCK, we have Rahel, who last year I talked up a ton, along with Pays as two players that probably were good enough for the LCK. Pays has already panned out and is exceptional at a very young age. Rahel at 19 years old for D+, looking good. We said it in the last video. I'll say it again. All of D+'s players look good. So their depth chart looks great. If you separate the pieces of the puzzle, does it continue? Remains to be seen. 5.8 KDA, 10.3 CS per minute, very good. Smash. This is very good for T1. Smash at 16 years old, 4.7 KDA, 10.1 CS per minute. Dominant at 16 years old in the challenger level. Hype, 19 years old for KT, kicked around Sandbox before this. Very good KDA at 7.4, 9.9 CS per minute. All three doing very well. Worthy of a major region look. KP, all over the place. Rahel, only 63%, resulting in a below 600 damage per minute. However, his damage share is pretty close to Smash and Hype. Smash involved in 3 out of every 4 kills for T1. Hype, 71% of kills. Both around the 640 range in damage per minute and the 27 to 28 damage share. Gold share, everybody above 25. 25% is my cutoff for you are clearly the carry of this team. You're getting the bulk of the gold. In terms of 15-minute split, Rahel is up on average 150 gold, not that much. None of these players really up all that much. 300 for Hype, but more often than not, everything is pretty close in the gold department. CS, nobody in double digits. XP, only 200 for Hype is the best. Solo kills, not as many, obviously, in the AD carry position. 4 for Rahel and Hype each. In 38 games, Hype's played, in 38 games, Rahel has played 11 champions. Smash has already played 12 and 40. And Hype, 8 and 36. So definitely varying champion pools there. You'd imagine Hype having more champions than Smash, but Smash is willing to play a bunch of different stuff in the bot lane. And at 16 years old, that is a player to watch. For sure. In the EU, we have Take Set. If you watched my video last year, I identified Exakick and I identified Take Set as the 280 carries that should be getting a look. Exakick gets his look. He's looking exceptional. Take Set continues to be very good for Solari. 4.6 KDA, 9.9 CS per minute. There is Noah as well, an LCK import. Played with KT in the past, quite a few games. With 0 tenacity, 6.4 KDA, 10.2 CS per minute. Both over 70 KP, so that's very good. They're very involved. They're very fed. Very different ways of dealing damage, though, in damage impact. Take Set, only 474 damage per minute. Where Noah, 747, so 250 more damage per minute. 250 times, that's 5k damage over 20 minutes. 7.5k damage, that's a big deal. 25 gold share, both carries. Take Set on average, up 300 gold, 9 CS, 260 XP. Noah, on the other hand, on average up over 1,000 gold and 22 CS. He is killing it in EU Masters right now. 490 damage per minute, 7 solo kills in 18 games for Noah, 10 champions played. Take Set has played 8 and 15. Both definitely worthy of getting a look. China, there's quite a few players listed here. Reminder, all these stats are from Games of Legend except the Chinese ones. LDL, very limited stats, so we use Leaguepedia. Ages are based off of Leaguepedia as well. Kepler, at 20 years old, is now on JDG's Academy roster. He did play for Thunder Talk last year. He has had opportunities elsewhere before. Still very young. 4.6 KDA, 10 CS per minute. In my opinion, Kepler should be on an LPL roster right now. He's a lot better than LPC and the bottom tier 80 carries. Starry at 18 years old for OMG, putting up exceptional stats at only 18. 4.6 KDA, 10.2 CS per minute. Bat for Thunder Talk, he's sitting behind Wanfang. He's not playing anytime soon. 3.6 KDA, 10 CS per minute. And then we have Hungry, age unknown for anyone's legend, 4.6 and 9.8 CS per minute. I honestly believe Hungry should be already playing for Betty. Anyone's legend stinks. Why not give somebody a look? As far as KP is concerned, Kepler, Starry, and Bat are all around 70%. However, Hungry is around 60%. And this comes as a surprise because his damage per minute is around everybody else's. I mean, Starry the lowest at 636 per minute, and Kepler the highest at 703. Gold share, Kepler below 25% at 24.9. JDG's Academy roster obviously very dominant and causing a bigger spread of gold, where the other three are clearly carries. Starry and Bat are clearly carries. Hungry, not quite as much, 23.7. We're looking at secondary carry-like numbers there. Maybe they're splitting the top lane, and the top laner is also getting some gold, and we're having a three-way fight for who is actually the carry of this team, where the other players on this list are clearly the alpha dogs on their team. Champion distribution, Kepler's played 8 and 15, Starry 7 and 17, Bat 9 and 12, and Hungry 6 and 13. So quite a few players so far we've listed that deserve a chance. I can't believe Kepler is stuck on JD Dream right now. And then we have minor region, 3 Vietnamese 80 carries. Shogun. We all know who Shogun is. If you don't know who Shogun is, you didn't watch Worlds, you didn't watch MSI, you didn't pay attention. At 18 years old for Saigon Buffalo, Shogun is, in my opinion, the best minor region player there is. The fact that he didn't end up on an LPL team boggles my mind. I don't think anybody could swing to me how an LPL team did not pay him enough to get him to come over. I was joking, Saigon Buffalo struggling to find sponsorship. I can't believe an LPL team didn't say, here, take this money, pay for your roster because you can't afford it, and give us Shogun, and you figure out your 80 carry situation. Like, truly, just wild to me. 3.1 KDA, 9.7 CS per minute. These numbers are bad for Shogun. Pentakill at Worlds, dominant at MSI, a very good player. Puddin plays for Team Flash at 19 years old, 5.9 KDA, 9.9 CS per minute. Then you have Eddie, who plays for Team Secret, 19 years old, 4.2 KDA, 9.7 CS per minute. We're looking at KP, Shogun, 3 out of every 4 kills, Puddin, 2 out of every 3, and then Eddie at 79.1, almost 4 out of every 5. That's very high. Obviously, Vietnam has only played a couple weeks, but that is still very, very high. Damage per minute, Shogun at only 600. Eddie at nearly 800 damage per minute and 35% of Secret's damage. He is the carry for them. Puddin, 31% of his team's damage at roughly 750. A lot more than Shogun's putting out right now. Gold share, both at 25.7 for Puddin and Eddie. Shogun, 24.7. Like I said, these are Shogun's worst numbers that he could possibly put up. As far as at 15 minutes is concerned, pretty much a wash. Eddie at -7 is the worst. Clearly, the older players in Vietnam are getting the better of them in the first 15 minutes, but when push comes to shove over the aggregate, these players are exceptional. Not many solo kills. Shogun's played 6 champions in 9 games, Puddin 5 and 7, and Eddie 4 and 9. If I was a Western team, I would have offered Shogun, like I said about the LPL, I would have offered Vietnam, Saigon Buffalo a ton of money. He is a very, very good player. There are quite a few good players. Rahel, Smash, exceptional. Take sets, put up back-to-back great splits. Noah probably deserves another opportunity. Kepler deserves another opportunity. Starry, Bat. I mean, there are quite a few 80 carries on here that are without a job. And obviously, this is stats-based. But they deserve a look. There are worse players that we clearly see that are past their prime that just are done. We don't need these players anymore. They have not done it. They're not going to do it. And it's wild to me. It's wild to me that we have these players on this list. This list is crazy. Like, Shogun is like Quid when it comes to just how crazy it is that he is on this list. But that's the deal. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube member, and thank you for watching.